Hi, kindergarten. I hope you guys had a great Monday and that you are having a good start to your Tuesday. For reading today, we are going to briefly talk about our essential question for this week. We are also going to talk about ordinal numbers and some vocabulary words. We're also going to read our story again with Anna Goes to Washington, D.C. We're going to do a page in our butterfly books and then read another story. So stick with me and we'll get through everything. Okay, so to start off, our essential question of this week is, what do you know about our country? So maybe you thought about some ideas yesterday about what you know about our country. Maybe you know a little bit more now that we read our story. So think again, what are some things you know about our country? Maybe think about all the states you know in our country. Maybe you can think about some of the presidents of our country that we've had in the past. So those different kinds of things. Brainstorm those ideas. All right, we're gonna go through a couple new vocabulary words for this week. The first one we're gonna talk about is the word careful. Say it with me. Careful. To be careful is to pay attention to what you are doing or saying. To be careful is to pay attention to what you are doing or saying. So you're really just paying close attention to something. Is to be careful. The teacher was careful when he put staples into the stapler. Now let's look at the picture that shows a teacher who is being careful. The teacher does not want to jam the stapler, so he is putting in the staples in the stapler very carefully. I want you to think about a time when you have been careful. Maybe you do your assignments carefully, maybe you make your bed in a careful way, those kinds of things. What do you do carefully? Maybe you're careful when you cross the street. I hope you're careful when you cross the street. You're paying close attention. Let's say the word careful 3 times. Ready? Careful, careful, careful. All right, the next word that we have for vocabulary is the word country. Say it with me. Country. A country is an area of land and I'll start again. A country is an area of land and people who are ruled by one government. What country do you live in? We live in the United States. It's an area of land that's ruled by one government. The United States of America is the country that we live in. What is another country you would like to visit? One country I would love to visit someday is Italy. Italy is one of the countries I want to visit someday. What's a country that you want to visit? Now let's look at the picture that shows a map of our country, of the United States. We can see Nebraska right here, right in the middle. And then the capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. And that's where the president lives. That's right here. You see the tiny little star. And that is where the president lives. All right, so let's go ahead and say country 3 times together. Ready? Country, country, country. Very good. Those are the 2 vocabulary words that we are going to go through today. Okay, so the next thing we're going to go through is something called ordinal numbers. Say it with me. Ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers tell the order or position in a group. Some ordinal numbers are first, second, third, those kinds of words. So George Washington was the first president of the United States. The ordinal number is the word first. That means that there was no other president before him. He was the first. Okay? So I'm going to say a couple sentences, and I want your help to help me figure out what is the ordinal number. Julio is first in line. What is the ordinal number that tells us where he is in line? It is the word first. The next sentence is Maddie is second in line. What is the ordinal number in that sentence? What number tells us what position Maddie is in line? I'll read it one more time. Maddie is second in line. The word would be second. Nice job. Okay, so those are ordinal numbers that we just chatted about briefly. Next, we're going to switch gears and we are going to go ahead and reread our story, Anna Goes to Washington, D.C. I want you to really click on those listening ears because we are going to do 2 butterfly pages after this about our story. So I want to make sure that we are really listening to our story. Okay, so Anna Goes to Washington, D.C. Remember, this is an informational text. It gives us information about people, about events, about places. We are in Washington, D.C. It is the capital of the United States, said Anna to Mama and her little sister, Sarah. Anna ran and hugged her Tia Louisa and said, I can't wait to visit the historic places. The next morning, Anna and Sarah were holding a large map. Look, Sarah, we will visit all of these places. Tia Louisa and Mama waved American flags. They gave flags to Anna and Sarah. Anna opened the front door and said, Ready, set, let's go. Why does the illustrator, remember the illustrator is the person who draws the pictures or puts the photographs on the pages, but why does the illustrator include photos in the map on these pages? Why do you think they included real life photographs? Why do you think they included real life photographs? One idea is to maybe help us see where things are in Washington, D.C. and to show where Anna will be going. So they wanted to show you the real, actual places, not drawings of the places they're going. This is the National Mall, Tia Louisa said. I don't see any stores, Sarah said. There are no stores here, Tia Louisa replied. Sarah turned around and said, I get it. Instead of stores, this mall has historic buildings. What is this tall building? Asked Anna. It looks like a giant number 1, Sarah said. This is the Washington Monument, Tia Louisa said. It was built to honor the first president or leader of the United States, George Washington. Mama opened her purse. Look, his face is on the dollar bill and the quarter, Anna cried. How do you know which is real and which is make-believe? How do you know what is real and what is make-believe? You can look at the pictures and you can see that the real pictures are kind of the backgrounds of the picture or the pictures in the story, right? So we see an actual photograph of the Washington Monument, but you see the drawing, the people are drawing. So do you think those people are real or make-believe? They're probably make-believe if they're just drawings. They're not real, actual people. Then they showed us real pictures of money. We see the dollar bill and the quarter, but the people are drawings. They're make-believe. Who is this tall man sitting on that big chair, Anna asked. He is Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president. He ended slavery and helped keep the United States together, Tia Louisa said. He is also on the pennies that Sarah and I put inside our piggy banks, Anna said. Who lives in this beautiful house, Anna asked. The President of the United States lives in the White House, Tia Louisa said. Can we knock and say hello, Anna and Sarah asked. The President is a busy person, Tia Louisa said, but I have tickets to get inside. Yes, said everyone. This building is bigger than my whole school, Anna said. It is the Capitol building. They make laws here, Tia Louisa said. Are laws like school rules, Anna asked. Tia Louisa and Mama nodded. We need to follow rules or we will get in trouble, Anna said to Sarah. Look, there's also statues sitting on chairs here, Anna pointed at them. This is the Supreme Court, Tia Louisa said. When people do not agree, the Supreme Court decides what is fair. The Supreme Court is like a teacher. Teachers talk to children when they argue, Anna said. Welcome to the Library of Congress, Tia Louisa said. There are so many beautiful books here, said Anna. I love to read books to Sarah. Almost all the books published in the United States are here, Tia Louisa said. I would love to read them all one day, Anna said. Tia Louisa and Mama smiled. How does the author use of dialogue help to understand the story? So the dialogue is the questions and what the girls say back and forth to each other in the story. So what is that conversation? Dialogue gives us more information about facts, about what is happening in the story. So that dialogue between those people are very important to the story. They went back to the National Mall and walked across Independence Avenue. Look, I know the man in the statue, Anna said. He is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and he had a dream for everyone to be treated fairly. This is his memorial, Tia Louisa said. I will work for my dreams too, Anna said. Anna and her family walked among the flowering cherry trees. Look at the beautiful cherry blossoms, Anna said. These trees are a gift from Japan to celebrate their friendship between our two countries, Tia Louisa said. They sat down and watched the paddle boats go by. Anna hugged Tia Louisa and said, "Thank you for this wonderful day. I will never forget it." Why do you think the author wrote this informational text? Why do you think this author wrote an informational text? One idea that I'm kind of thinking of is that maybe they just want to tell us facts about Washington, D.C. and about some of the very important symbols for our country. So that's one idea you might have. You might have some other ideas too. All right, we'll go ahead and end there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do our 2 butterfly pages. So if you could open up your butterfly books, and if you need to pause the video to go get your book, go ahead and go get that book ready. But we're going to open up to page 89. Page 89. All right, so we're going to be looking at this page right here. Anna goes to Washington, D.C. And anytime you need to pause the video to get to the right page, or you just need a quick second break, please do so. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to look at the directions together. So it says, why does the illustrator include photos in the map? So remember we looked at that page at the very beginning of the story, and it showed the map and the different places that they're going. Circle yes or no for each question. Okay, so do the photos show that the places are real? Yes or no? So do those real life photographs show that those places are real? We would want to circle yes. Yes, it does show that the places are real. Do the photos show what the places look like? Does it show what they real life photographs show what they look like? We would say, yes, it does. Do the photos show us where Anna lives? I don't think it does. It doesn't show us where she lives, but it shows other very important places. Do the photos show where Anna is at, or where she is? Let's go ahead and look, because I have a hard time remembering if it shows where Anna is at. So let's go ahead and we're going to look again, because when we're not quite sure our answer, we can always look back in our story. All right, so we can see, here's our map. Do we see where Anna is at on the map? Doesn't look like it. Nope, it doesn't show her where she is at. So we'll circle no. So you'll have yes, yes, no, no. All right, so then we're going to finish the sentence here. The photos in the map show, we would say they show important places. So go ahead and you can copy. If you need to pause the video so you can see how to spell important places, please do so. All right, so it says the photos in the map show important places. Oh man, it bled through. That's okay. Don't use Sharpie. There's your tip of the day. We'll use a different marker. All right, well, no, that's okay. All right, so we're going to turn to page 90. Ignore the circles and the words at the bottom. That was Miss McDermott's fault. Lesson learned. Okay, what is real and what is make-believe? So something that's real. You can draw something. Any anything from those places that they saw. I might draw a picture of a quick sketch of the Lincoln Memorial. That's a real place. That marker is also drying out. That's okay. What is this? Or Washington. Did I say Memorial? Lincoln Memorial? I meant Washington Monument. Not the Lincoln Memorial. Washington Monument. Thank you, Emma. That's why I have Emma around. All right, something that's make-believe. You could draw a picture of Anna and Sarah. I'm just going to draw stick people just so you can have a quick sketch, but if you want to draw more realistic pictures, that's perfect. Draw Anna and Sarah. Those are make-believe people. So the photographs are real, R-E-A-L, and the people are, and I'll write it underneath so you can see it better. If you need to pause the video to write down those things, please go ahead and do so. All right, so go ahead and close your butterfly books. If you want to snap a picture of both of those pages to Seesaw, that would be wonderful. So make sure you snap a picture and then send it on Seesaw so I can see your awesome artwork. Okay. We're going to switch gears now. Go ahead and get out a piece of paper and a pencil, or you can use, if you have a whiteboard at home, you can use a whiteboard. Anything that you can write on to help you spell some words. Oh no. Technical difficulties. Okay. I'm going to say some words. Either a word that starts with the letter Y, yeah, yo, yeah, or zip, or Z, zipper, zzz. I'm going to say a word, and you are either going to write the letter Y if it starts with the letter Y, or the letter Z if it starts with the letter Z, okay? So, here's one of the words. Let's see here. Let's do the word yard. Yard. Yeah, or Z. You would write the letter Y, because it starts with the letter Y, yeah, yard. What about zoo? You would write the letter Z for zoo. What about yarn? Yarn. You would write the letter Y for yarn. Zone. Zone. You would write the letter Z for zone. What about yum? Something was yummy. Yum. The letter Y for yum. What about yell? Yell. Y for yell. What about zip? Zip. You would write the letter Z for zip. Okay. So we briefly went through letters Y and Z. Now, what I would like you to do with your piece of paper, since you already have that out, we're going to practice writing our high frequency words, okay? So, what I would like you to do on your sheet of paper is write the word this, T-H-I-S. I would like you to write that 10 times on your piece of paper, okay? Then go ahead and write the letter, or not the letter, the word what 10 times on your piece of paper. So go ahead and pause your video, write this 10 times, write what 10 times. Go ahead and go. All right, so you wrote the word this and the word what 10 times on your piece of paper. Now we're gonna go ahead and get started with some more reading. So I need your help reading because guess what? A lot of these words you're gonna already know how to read because a lot of them are high frequency words and words that we can sound out. So I want you to read along with me. As we read the book, pack a bag. All right, let's read our title again together. Ready? Pack a bag. All right, let's go ahead and read together. We're looking at the pictures and thinking about, what do you think the story is about? We see a boy with a map. If you look closely, you can see a star. They have stars and then a little line going across. Maybe he's going to be traveling to those places with the stars. And it looks like maybe he's going to be packing a bag. Maybe he's going on a trip. That's my idea. Let's see if we're right. Pop is here, said Zeb. Can I pack a big bag? Mom and Dad said yes. Zeb can get in or on a big jet. He can zip to Pop. Zeb is not sad. What can Zeb see? Zeb can nod at a man. Zeb can see a big, big sun. Where is Zeb now in this picture? He's on a plane. Have you been on a plane before? It's pretty fun, isn't it? So you see all the workers that are working to get the plane off, to take off. And then when you're in the sky, you see the sun and the clouds. It was a quick, quick jet. Zeb and Pop hug. Pop got this pack for Zeb. Ooh, I see a high frequency word. THIS spells this. Pop and Zeb get up at 6. Pop can go up, up, up. Zeb can go up, up, up. What do you think they're doing in this picture? Looks like maybe they're going on a hike. They're going up the trail. Pop can zig-zag. Zeb is hot and not quick. Do not quit yet, said Pop. Yes, they get to the top. Zeb did it. Pop did it. Zeb can sit and sip. They're hot. They're getting that drink of water from all of their work and hiking. All right, so we'll go ahead and stop there. Let's see here. So that was a little story that we read together. And we're going to go ahead and end our lesson there. So I hope that you guys enjoyed our reading lesson today and that you enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you send those pictures of your butterfly workbook pages on Seesaw so I can see all of your hard work. And thank you so much for listening. See you later.